Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Sitian Mardia from Group 4. I want to explain about two material. C. The concept teaching model strategy. You must know about from the teaching approach that has been determined further into the teaching strategy. Nerman and Logan bin Shamsuddin Mahmood, 2003, suggest four strategic elements of any business, that is, 1. Identifying and determining the specification and qualification of output, and the target that must be achieved, taking into account the aspiration and taste of the people who need them. 2. Consider and select the main approach path that is most effective to achieve the target. 3. Consider and determine the steps that will determine from the starting point to the goal. And 4. Consider and establish benchmark or criteria and standard measures or standards to measure and assess the level of trust of achievement of the business. If we explain it the context of teaching, the four elements are: 1. Determine the specification and qualification of teaching objectives for behavior and personal profile change of learners. 2. Consider and select the teaching system approach that is considered the most effective. 3. Consider and determine the steps of or procedures, methods, and learning and teaching techniques. 4. Establish norms and minimum limits. Judging from the strategy, learning can also go into the two parts, that is, 1. Discovery exposition learning, and 2. Individual group learning. Round 3 in Vinasanjaya 2008. Judging from the way of presentation and processing methods, learning strategies can be distinguished between inductive learning strategies and deductive learning strategies. The learning strategy is still conceptual, and to implement it use a variety of specific learning methods. In other words, strategy is an operational plan to achieve something, while method is a way to achieve something, by Vinasanjaya 2008. D. The purpose of concept teaching model. If we apply in the context of teaching, the four elements are: first, content objective. The objective of the concept model content is, according to Agent et al. 1998, that is more effective to enrich a concept than beginner learning or initial learning, and will also be effective in helping students understand the relationship between the concepts that are closely related and used in the form of reviews. In other words, the use of this model will be more effective if students already have experience of the concept to be studied, not students who are completely new to the concept. There are two important things that need to be considered in applying the concept achievement model related to the content objectives. That is, 1. Concept attainment models are specially designed to teach concept exclusively, so it focuses solely on learning concepts. And B. Students who are taught a concept using the concept achievement model must have background knowledge of the concept. Next, the last is the purpose of developing student critical thinking. according to Agent et al. 1998. Concept achievement model focus more on developing students' critical thinking in the form test hypothesis. In learning, students must emphasize the analysis of existing hypothesis and why the hypothesis is achieved, modified, and rejected. Students should be trained in the creating types of conclusion, such as making examples of deniers or non-examples, and so on. Therefore, learning objectives must be emphasized, or these two aspects that is development of concept and relationship between closely related concepts, as well as training in critical thinking, especially in formulating and test hypotheses. An important aspect of lesson planning is that teachers must know exactly what they want from the student, learning outcomes that can be achieved using this concept, acquisition, model, or specific concept natural, logical reasoning, and higher order thinking and communication skills. I think enough for me. Thank you.